It's easy to trigger clips, let them loop endlessly, and call it a night. However, there are several ways you can get creative with the playback of your video content for a more dynamic performance. Let's have a look at video playback controls located under Transport in the Clip Properties panel. By default, any footage or video clips that are triggered play from start to end on the timeline. This is indicated by the playhead. To change the in and out points of your clip, you can drag the handles on the timeline. This is useful to play back specific parts of a clip. Under the timeline are various controls that affect how the clip is looped and played back. The left arrow plays video in reverse. The right arrow is forward, the default playback mode. The pause button stops playback and freezes the current frame. The fourth button is used for random playback, and the frequency of this can be changed by adjusting the speed parameter. The next set of buttons are the different playback and loop modes available. This circular button is the default loop mode. Video content plays until the end and starts back from the beginning. The two arrows are the bounce mode. When the clip reaches its end, it plays in reverse and then forward again. The single arrow is the play once mode. The clip plays once until the end and is then ejected. The last playback mode is play once and hold. After a clip is done playing, it'll freeze itself on the last frame. The last three buttons are reserved for trigger behavior. By default, when a clip is triggered, it is played from the beginning. This is indicated by the current highlighted button, Restart. If you prefer that a clip plays back from the point in time when it was ejected, you can enable the Continue button. Keep an eye on the playback position of this clip when we eject it. When we trigger it again, notice that the playback position is exactly where it left off when it was ejected. The last button is the Relative Trigger mode. What this does is use the playback position of the previous clip when triggering a new one. Pay attention to the playback position of the current clip. When we trigger a new clip, notice that the playback continues where the previous clip ended. The speed parameter controls how fast or slow a clip is played back. As mentioned earlier, this also controls how frequently random playback occurs. One feature that can be used for improvisation is video scratching. Click and hold on the playhead and move your cursor back and forth at any position on the timeline. Once you let go of the playhead, the clip will play back from the position where the scratch ended. Lastly, let's talk about cue points. Cue points are shortcuts to trigger a video clip at different points in time. Click on the Cue Points tab and you'll see a set of buttons. To set a cue point, click on the small button left of any of the larger buttons. This button stays highlighted. It's used to set a cue point. Now when we tap the larger button next to it, our clip is played back at the position we set the cue point. Experiment with different playback options in Resolume to make your live visuals more dynamic and varied.